College hockey on Fox Sports North is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. By Grand Casino, the best. College hockey on Fox Sports North is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. By Grand Casino, the best stories start here. And by Total Hockey, exclusive equipment provider of USA Hockey. All eyes in the state of hockey are focused on this building in downtown St. Paul, the XL Energy Center, where the 2016 North Star College Cup is roaring along through its first semifinal game. The third period about to begin. St. Cloud State 4 and Minnesota State Mankato 3. With Ben Clymer, Doug McLeod, and our great Fox Sports North crew ready to rock and roll with the third period. Don't forget we have Bemidji State and Minnesota coming up around 4 o'clock in the second semifinal today. The winner of that one to play the winner of this one. So it's a minute 51 remaining in offsetting penalties as this period begins. And again, Cole Huggins is in the twine for Minnesota State, having replaced their starter Jason Pulaski after the third goal, saving Pulaski for another day, which would be tomorrow.
Bryce Gervais with a quick little wraparound effort there as he and CJ Franklin fronted the Maverick attack in this 4-on-4 action. Trying to Lindgren able to save that puck, but couldn't get it out from under his pad. We're going to have a whistle because of it, but a nice offensive zone face-off here for the Mavericks.
And the puck slithers away behind the net. Puck deep in St. Cloud State territory and no clear control. C.J. Franklin kept it alive for the black and white clad Minnesota State Mavericks. Here's Franklin again, cut off as he tried to turn. In comes Gervais. He's taken down with a good check. And on the newly made ice, Lazat's outlet pass is broken up by Woodman. Mavericks are changing everybody. Huskies bring it to their line. A long reach to Jordan Nelson. Here comes Nelson, a pass broken up. Kept alive on a strong play by Prow. Here's Ethan Prow, trying to drag around his man, but that was sniffed out and broken up by Stepan. And now Minnesota State comes out to neutral ice. Huskies on the charge. Casey Nelson fires, and it's high and wide. Puck rocketing around in the Husky end, pulled off from behind the net. A check knocked it free, but the Huskies' Prow will pick it up again. Ethan Prow knocked it out to neutral ice. Here comes Russell, and goes behind the net. They swing to the other side. A leaning jab by Kalle Kosela. Morley turns. Here's Kosela. Looking. Flips a backhander. A drive hits heavy traffic. Russell down in the corner. Thumped into the glass. And out comes Minnesota State. Mavericks on the gallop, and the minor penalties expire. Both teams now at full strength.
Pretty choppy 4-on-4 affair there to start the second period. Neither team really able to connect more than one pass in a row, and chaos and body contact would ensue. And watch Kalle Kosela here. He's going to run a little pick. Lucky to not get a penalty on this particular play. You'll see 11 for the Huskies. Actually, more, it's Margineri just blowing a tire there and needs to go in for some repairs. I thought Kosela had a greater impact on that one. Kalle Kosela, you can see, leads this team in points. He's a real fire plug. This guy can fire up the troops. A very fun interview.
Kalle Kosela, now a veteran. Here's the puck in the St. Cloud State zone. Popped into, but not for long, by Brickley. Huskies come out after it, and there's going to be a penalty here. And a vastly disagreeing Jimmy Murray immediately takes off after the referee with the "he did me" first thing.
Marco Hunt buying none of this. As you'll see Jimmy Murray, he's just going to take a run here at Casey Nelson and gets his stick caught up in his feet. Actually looked in real time much more violent than it did there in slow motion. I felt that he was given a little bit more of a shove, but really it was just getting his stick intertwined in the skates of Casey Nelson.
It's a cross-checking penalty to Jimmy Murray of St. Cloud State at 2:07 of the third period. And a power play for the third time this afternoon goes to Minnesota State. And the Mavericks set up. Knutson, number 10, sails down to the corner. Bluger will work the points along with Casey Nelson, but they'll both have to go chase it anyway. I guess they won't change quite yet. And here they come. Nelson, a long banger to the right side. Broken up, got it back again. And away now to Bluger. Teddy Bluger, Casey Nelson, down the wing for Knutson, cuts in and fires. Deflected, that was kind of sniffed out too by Charlie Lindgren.
Minnesota State needs to set this up here.
They haven't really planted their power play yet, and then that rebound, a good jab at it by the Huskies, knocked it away. Here's a winding blast by Stepan. And it's cleared away by St. Cloud State.
Yeah, the Mavericks unable to set the puck up while they had some scoring opportunities. To have sustained pressure, need to get a little bit of more of a structure to your power play, and playing off ad-lib plays will often lead to easy clears, and that's what you saw for the Huskies.
Hunterbrinker led the way, but the puck got free. And now John Butze will track it down in his own zone for Minnesota State Mankato. 24 seconds left in the power play for the Mavericks. Rated number 19 on the top 20 this week. St. Cloud State a consensus number 3 on both the major polls. And with 7 seconds left in their power play, Minnesota State doesn't have a lot of time to do anything here. Dan Brickley, in fact, will stop back in his own zone. That's the end of the power play. One shot on that man advantage.
Well, who would have thought that the Huskies have the 52nd ranked penalty kill in the nation out of 60. Quite a great effort there.
And it worked well that time. Well, fans, the most unique voice in sports is on FS1. Join Colin Cowherd as he brings you his smart sports talk along with some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment every weekday. The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 11 Central only on FS1. That network was exciting the day it signed on. I remember watching. And has only just picked up more speed and more steam ever since. Great hosts and unique looks at things. Good attitude. Here comes Jacob Benson driving back now. Swings it over the line. Popped away behind Cole Huggins. Huskies keep it alive, and a point-blank drive by Benson. Loose in the corner. Full strength hockey it is again. And Winicki is there. Blake Winicki, who has been a center much of this season. It's not his natural position. He said he does like playing center and like taking faceoffs, but he's a career wing at just about every level. Number 42 wheels, deals, hit the crossbar or the goal post. He clanged the goal post. It's a metallurgy save for Cole Huggins of Minnesota State, and the puck played down the length of the ice, and that draws a whistle. Just no sooner talked about than Blake Winicki does a driving turnaround and blisters the post.
Yeah, Winicki's able to gather this puck in the slot area and just turns and burns on this one. You can see Cole Huggins out on his knees there trying to challenge, unable to really participate in any sort of reaction to that play because it's coming out from behind a shooter. You really just have to rely upon solid positioning in that type of exchange.
Jimmy Schultz checked off it, and St. Cloud State starts it back along the near boards. Butze racing low in his own zone, locked up down there with Patrick Newell. The puck dances away. Morley's there for St. Cloud State. It comes high for a quick impromptu drive, but that hits a lot of traffic, then is gathered in by Brett Knowles. Turned back in the neutral zone. St. Cloud State's Jimmy Schultz blasts a shot that's tipped off a stick and disappears finally up into the screen, and that stops play. 13:52 to go. It's a 4-3 St. Cloud State lead.
All right, fans, in the top section, one time bring out some North Star College Club trivia with Matt and Daniel. You guys ready? All right, first question is, name the college teams of these current NHL players. Our first player is Dave Backus. Second player is Matt Hendricks. Third player is Blake Wheeler. And our last player, Matt Reed. 4 out of 4. You have won a $50 Sportsman's Guide gift card.
Bob Motzko in company. The St. Cloud State Huskies up a goal, but pleading for a few more power play opportunities. Let's take a look at the Huskies. 25-1. Great record so far, leading the NCHC. Goals per game, that's what's really driving this team to the national ranking. But if they're going to be a team to win a championship, it's going to be their goaltender, Charlie Lindgren. It's Callie Kosa leading them in points, and 1-1 in their career here at the St. Paul XL Energy Center in the North Star College Cup.
Bob Motzko in his 11th season behind the bench. Of course, will never win that argument with the official, but he'll put it up anyway. And the puck is alive in the Minnesota State Mankato zone. 4-3 St. Cloud State, up by a goal with 13:41 to go in this one. Ben and Doug with you from the XL Energy Center. The Gophers and Bemidji State Beavers are coming up in just a while. Day one of the 2016 North Star College Cup. A crazy little bounce right off the side of the goal crease, and that was all that Cole Huggins had to see of that one.
David Morley with some nice effort right there, winning a little puck battle, bringing it out in front of Cole Huggins. It's the big key in offensive teams, winning puck battles. Win those puck battles, well, you're going to have some possession in some pretty nice areas, and so far they've been able to do it in spurts. And I wouldn't say that Bob Motzko would be happy with the consistent effort that maybe he might like, but when they've turned it on, they've scored goals in bunches, 2 goals in quick term.
A loose puck gathered in by the Minnesota State Mankato Mavericks, and they had a notion, but on the way out got blocked, and it's turned deep into their own zone again. Knutson eyeballing that outlet pass from between the circles. Now the puck comes away. And a shot that was definitely blocked on the stick of Nevalainen. A loose puck, down goes the goaltender, out goes the puck. Back comes the defenseman, in comes the forward, and on the way out, contact and a whistle.
A nice offensive opportunity there as C.J. Franklin made a nice pass to get this one started, and Lindgren has to be on his toes right here as look at the quick, deft move. McClure seamlessly gets to that far side. Big traffic jam right there.
And a face-off coming in the St. Cloud State zone. Charlie Lindgren, the pride of Lakeville North. His 26th start of this year. Junior in the twine. Here's a shot that went nowhere off a quick block on Brad McClure.
Charlie Lindgren's brother is going to join another team in this tournament next season, the Minnesota Gophers. There'll be dissension amongst that table at Thanksgiving.
This one goes back and forth between the lines. And now Minnesota State, taking its time in its own zone, starts it ahead. Wondering what kind of Bemidji State team we'll see later on. We haven't seen Bemidji this year, or at least I haven't. Have you had a chance to see them play?
I have not in person, but I can tell you they're going to play with defensive structure and offensive opportunistic nature.
You think? Here's a drive that goes high for Whitman, and that's deflected away. Boy, if you wanted to name a team that personifies that style of play, that's Bemidji State. Allowed almost no goals in this tournament last year.
Very much the core element of Tom Serratori's team identity is defensive structure. They play within that well. They understand their strengths and weaknesses, and when they play that unified front, awfully frustrating. It's really the noose that allows a team to hang themselves because they try to push more and more offensively, and it really then gives a team with a defensive nature an ability to create offense.
A nice play by Winicki. Broke up an outlet try, but nobody there, and he couldn't do anything with it. Bemidji State just wears you down and then pops one in. And yet again, a 1-0 final. That's offside with 11:12 to go. Third period hockey here, 4-3 St. Cloud State leading Minnesota State.
Martinelli with that excellent first period goal, streaking through the neutral zone. The neutral zone much thicker with traffic, almost like it's got a bit of mud and sand as players try to get through. And we talked to Mikey Eisenman about that neutral zone and all about puck protection and really communicating as that puck is moved from one player to the next. And he brought up a very valid point that seems simple, but make short passes. Don't try to expose it more than it needs to.
Puck flying around in the St. Cloud State zone, now turned out by the Huskies' Ethan Prowl. A high bouncer. A dangerous puck, too. Bennick brings it low. Up and down the wing. A reach over by Martinelli. And still in the Minnesota State zone. A whack at it there by St. Cloud State. Nothing doing. Out comes John Utsi. Utsi, 28, driving the line. Broken up. A jab free by Martinelli, 26. And away comes St. Cloud State. Lifted in the zone by Bennick, and then he was just checked bang into the dasher rail right in front of the Minnesota State bench. Apparently he's all right. It's banked off the boards by Dan Brickley. Here the Mavericks, one shot, score! It was a rebound by a wide open C.J. Franklin coming up the slot. And now this game is tied.
What a play by the Mavericks here, creating some speed and offensive opportunity, but they enter from the extreme side, and understanding this pass can't connect. He shoots this puck with the vision of having a rebound, and C.J. Franklin, timing's everything in life. What timing here. She arrives on the doorstep and flips one past Charlie Lindgren. We got a tie ball game here at 4 apiece.
C.J. Franklin pots it home on the rebounds. The reigning WCHA Offensive Player of the Week ties this game for the Minnesota State Mavericks at 9:48 of the third period. So here we go, off to the races. McClure and Steppen will get the assists.
Just a real nice pass there. Higher learning when you see somebody come in from an angle right there and you look up and you see the defenseman in proper position taking away that passing lane to put it on net in a position where the goaltender has to spit out a rebound, and C.J. Franklin is able to chip that one over Lindgren.
Steppen now has a goal and an assist. McClure has a goal and an assist. And that goal by C.J. Franklin at 9:48 of the third. 4-4 game now, and we'll see what St. Cloud State has to say about that. Juking down in the corner. Isamont. Checked once, checked twice. Puck to the line, a drive by Nevalainen. They tried to swirl down there in front of Cole Huggins, but no. And they'll face it off now back in the Minnesota State zone with 8:50 to go, at least in regulation time. Minnesota State unofficially out shooting St. Cloud State 30-19 in shots on goal.
Surprising as you enter tonight's game, but not surprising based on how they played through this game.
Now Whistler off the inboards. St. Cloud State's Jacob Benson is down there. A little jab from the right side by Jackson, but no. Ripped up by Flanagan to the line and just kept alive by the St. Cloud State Huskies. Jackson racing over, kept it alive. To the line they go, a shot for a high tip. They tried to get Jacob Benson down there for that high tip drive, but they couldn't get it really into him where he could do that.
Benson was going to be an offensive opportunity against the center, Michael Hunterbringer, figuring there's an advantage there.
Nifty play by Winicki. Here in the circle come the Huskies. A shot deflected. It danced off Fogel's skates and meanders all the way down to St. Cloud State ice. And we'll have an icing call on Minnesota State with 8:03 to go. Again, at least in the third period. Shots 30-20 Minnesota State. Score now 4-4.
See Marco Hunt there, keeping the players on the ice who were on the ice for that icing infraction. Going to give David Morley an opportunity to win this draw and compete against some tired troops.
Behind the net, a bouncing puck. Nothing doing for Morley as he had to chase away to the corner and now haul high. Now scampering low, Patrick Newell. Thumped with a hit. Morley's there. Morley wheeling up the boards, offers it up high, and a one-time drive by Lizotte hit a skate and went wide. 7.5 to go in the third. Side of the net. Not sure where that was supposed to go. Bouncing. Joey Bennick was there. Now dragged away. Turning. Newell for Bennick. Newell is there, shooting, and a big crowd down in front of Cole Huggins.
Mavericks just fatigued right here. You can see them just wishing it whistle to get a break.
And a long shift. Up the wing comes Bennick again for St. Cloud State. That's deflected wide. Sailing down number 7, Nicholas Nevalainen. From Pori, Finland, former Dubuque Fighting Saint in the U.S. Junior League. This pops up and awry.
Vince Lombardi once said, fatigue makes cowards of us all, and I think you see this in hockey is then you'll take a penalty, you'll take a stick infraction instead of just trying to get that final little bit of space, end up hauling someone down, but the Mavericks are going to be able to get that change.
Vincent Lombardi. I don't know, you never saw him come out in a golf shirt to take a coin flip a playoff game like our Bud Grant, did you? That goes off the side of the net. You gotta love Bud Grant. Who once had the greatest answer to a reporter's question I ever heard. He used it frequently, which is, we'll never know. Which means he didn't want to answer it. It was a dumb question, or he didn't know. Now behind the net, Papa. Ryan Papa tried to turn, but no. Punched back down low by Nathan Widman. Under 6 minutes to go in regulation time. Will there be a late third period hero? Or will this game have to go to extra minutes before the North Star College Cup advances? Don't go anywhere. This puck rolling deep, sailing low. St. Cloud State's Nathan Widman. Traffic coming to help. Skies to neutral and into the Maverick zone. Sean Flanagan bounced it away. C.J. Franklin picked off by Patrick Russell. He tried to bang that through traffic but couldn't hook it up with Asimont. Asimont now in the corner, springs free. Running in from left point, it's punched low by Jimmy Schultz. And a wraparound hits the equipment of Huggins and comes right back out again. 2-3 Huskies are down low though. They're covered and there's going to be a penalty here on Minnesota State. A huge late third period power play is on the way for St. Cloud State, but not till the Minnesota State Mavericks touch the puck again.
Just the effort of Callie Kosela right there draws one as he was continually churning those wheels, trying to get ice for a scoring opportunity. It was upended by the Maverick.
Now the puck in the left circle. Here's Proud. And that will be touched up, and that will stop play with 4:40 to go in the third period anyway. And thanks to a terrific play, C.J. Franklin has made this a 4-4 tilt.
All right, it's time to put on those dancing shoes and get on your feet. We want to see your best dance moves.
It's a thriller right now. Here's our Grand Casino story of the game.
The power play gets it done early for the Huskies, and they continue quick striking. Mikey Eisman with the pair, but the resilience of the second line of the Maverick gets them back going the right direction. Knotted up at 4 apiece as we stand because of this one right here. C.J. Franklin chipping that one home late in this third period.
And now a power play for St. Cloud State as Minnesota State's John Utze gets the gate for holding at 15:20 of the third period. Slight delay while he goes over there. It goes in.
We talked about how good the power play is of the Huskies, third in the nation, but we haven't talked about Mavericks got a pretty good penalty kill too. 88% on the year. Hasn't been as successful today, but they're going to need a big kill here to keep this one tied, headed at overtime.
And now the question is, they get the right guy in the penalty box. McClure goes in for Utze. They're going to see what to do about this, and then we'll get the power play going in a minute. McClure it is. And it begins for St. Cloud State. This is number 5 for the Huskies today.
Nice clear there by the Mavericks, and a concerning stat was one that you pointed out after 2 periods. Face-off, David Morley with a nice face-off win to start this penalty kill. So important with the man advantage.
Puck dancing around in the zone. The penalty is on Utze. McClure serving due to an equipment issue, apparently.
It's like a pinch runner.
It's a pitch penalty hit. There you go. That would have been my slot on the team, I think.
You'd have been an excellent left out.
I would. Yes, I
position.
would. But I could go both sides. Power play running now for St. Cloud State. It's Morley driving down to the corner. They bang up and down the wing, and slaloming in. Murray is there. Down they go with 41 seconds left in the power play. Wide open in the back door. Boy, you can't get any more wide open than that. That is Jimmy Murray with a power play goal to put St. Cloud State back in the lead with 3:19 to go. And that, friends, is the number 3 power play in the nation.
The number 3 power play in the nation, but the second power play for the Huskies. But first team movement right here. How about the little pop out by Wienecke? A great distribution to Jimmy Murray. He has time. He has to pull this one around his heel and then flushes it home. No chance for Cole Huggins right there. You have to feel for the Maverick netminders today because they've been put in some difficult situations. Cole Huggins came in, was bested early in his night tonight, but not much he could do. Quick turnover, quick shot, rung off the post on that one as well. Very difficult position to put a goaltender in. Excellent distribution by the Huskies.
Wienecke gets his second assist of the game, and David Morley gets an A on that one too. And it's a 5-4 score now with St. Cloud State back in it. And still quite a bit of time to go in a game like this. 2:51 to go. Shots are 32-22 Minnesota State, but it's St. Cloud State that has the goal advantage at least now. Hunnebrinker taken along the boards. They bang along. Here's Hunnebrinker again. Check, puck squirting away. Borgen for St. Cloud State. Out of a crowd now for Kosela. High puck, kept alive. Minnesota State there. Utze's drive, blocked. Back to the line and kept alive by Foguth. Foguth and Utze, what a pair, and what a pleasure to watch them play. AC Nelson. But now at neutral, the Huskies will change, and the Mavericks will throw it back in again. A little stutter step, a drive, and right back off his own rebound. Bryce Gervais, another dangerous Minnesota State player, is stopped, and compliments are exchanged. 2:03 to go. St. Cloud State by 1.
Financial is a proud sponsor of the North Star College Cup. Your neighborhood Charlotte Credit Union offers accounts to Twin Cities residents and more. Stop by your local branch or visit TrueStoneFinancial.org for details.
For St. Cloud State, a big finish coming up. Don't forget, though, tune in on Thursday for an all-new episode of The State of Hockey. This week we head north for one of Minnesota's most tradition-rich rivalries between Warroad and Roseau. And we'll follow Warroad native and current UND forward Lisa Marvin's road to recovery. The State of Hockey, presented by Total Hockey, Thursday, 9 p.m., right here on Fox Sports North and nowhere else. That's a great show if you haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Really dig into it. All right, with 2:03 to go, that's the end of it for a goaltender at the moment for Minnesota State. Cole Huggins becomes the second Maverick goaltender to be pulled in this game. He's pulled for an extra attacker in this case, so it'll be 6-on-5. Minnesota State down by a goal. Mavericks have certainly been in this position before. And they have the puck in enemy territory, but not for very long. Lugging after it, here comes Joey Bennick with the empty net, but he's behind it. Bumped off the puck, and the Mavs get out of their zone here. St. Cloud State, a nifty move, keeps it in, and the puck just misses the mark. Joey Bennick wheels back. Now it's the opportunity to Teddy Bluger to start this back out for Minnesota State. 90 seconds to go. Here come the Mavericks, 6-on-5 with the empty net behind. Driving the line they come. It's C.J. Franklin to the corner, checked and turned. Bluger there as he wheels behind the net. 1:17 to play. Minnesota State down by a goal. Desperate now. Puck up and down the left wing boards and popped out of the zone by St. Cloud State.
Huskies going to go for a change there. A nice effort by their offensive group. Played well defensively, but really killed a lot of time ragging in the offensive zone as well.
Now Minnesota State, a loose puck, a chance. They kick it high. A drive by Nelson, deflected high and out of play. It was deflected off a St. Cloud State stick, so the faceoff comes. Maybe the biggest draw of the game in the St. Cloud State zone.
And a pair of Maverick offensive players in front of Lindgren right there. If there was a rebound opportunity, one of them Zach Steffen, who's been successful in that area, but you take a peek here. Callie Coastal on his strong side here, his backhand, trying to win this faceoff.
49.4 seconds to go. Minnesota State down by a goal. No clear control, swept up the wing and away from everybody, and the Mavericks' Zeb Knutson tracks it down. 35 seconds left. McClure swings it over the board. It kisses the inboard advertising. Nathan Widman is there. Puck dancing around, a pile of bodies, 25 seconds to play. Jammed by Kosela. Up the boards, but not out. Minnesota State trailing by a goal, will have to chase though.
Callie Kosela, nice little quick stick there, lifting the stick of the opposition, just sending it into the neutral zone.
Last chance for the Minnesota State Mavericks. 6-on-5, the empty net behind. The puck knocked out of the zone. 4 seconds, 3. It's tracked down there, and that's the end of it. 9 runs out. And the advancement will go to St. Cloud State.